In a major win for India, the US Supreme Court has given the green light for the extradition of Tahawwur Rana, the man convicted for his role in the 2008 Mumbai terror attacks. For a long time, India was seeking the extradition of Rana, who is a Canadian national of Pakistani origin, as he faces multiple criminal charges. Well, this news comes after the US Supreme Court dismissed a review petition against Rana's conviction in the case. Rana filed a petition for a writ of certiorari before court in November last year. This was denied by the Apex Court on January 21st, a day after Trump was sworn in as the US president. This was Rana's last legal opportunity to avoid extradition to India. Earlier, he lost a legal battle in several federal courts, including the U.S. Court of Appeals for the North Circuit in San Francisco. And for more on this, WION's Assistant Editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibal, is now joining us on the phone line. Hi, Siddhant. This is a big win for India. The U.S. Supreme Court has cleared 26/11 Mumbai attack convict Tahawwur Rana's extradition to India. Tell us more on this, as this was Rana's last legal chance not to be extradited to India.
The first thing, of course, is that now the decks are cleared for Rana's India extradition. The second bit is that there's still paperwork left, and once those paperwork will be completed, we can expect his formal extradition to start to India. The third bit is that this matter was discussed during Dr. S. Jaishankar's December visit to United States, and we know around that time, after that, we had an interview. WION spoke to the outgoing U.S. Ambassador Eric Garcetti, who had assured that Tahawwur Rana will be extradited. So essentially, it looks like it's a big win for New Delhi in this case, and obviously there was a sustained engagement from New Delhi's side in terms of his early extradition. He is, of course, wanted here in India, and there was a long legal battle which was going in U.S. courts, and finally the top court in the United States have rejected his petition, and now it looks like it is clear that he will be extradited very soon. A positive development for Indo-US relationship, but of course this is something that was primarily led by the judiciary, so it was an ongoing process, and while there is a new administration in United States, this comes at a time when there was a change in Washington, and of course we have seen how the relationship between New Delhi with the Biden administration and with the Trump administration has been in positive trajectory.
Right, Siddhant, I was just coming to that the U.S. government had supported India's request for his extradition last year, asking the Supreme Court to dismiss the petition, and with the green light being given for the extradition of Tahawwur Rana, it also comes, like you mentioned, at a time when there's a change in the Oval Office in Washington, D.C., at a time when Donald Trump has become the U.S. president.
Correct. In fact, the previous government, the Biden administration, has been very vocal in terms of this particular issue and extending its support. And essentially, this is a larger issue of dealing with the issue of terrorism, especially counterterrorism. And we have seen, in terms of counterterrorism, how both countries have been working together. In fact, I would like to highlight as to how in the previous Trump administration, when he was the president from 2017 to 2020, important issues were taken up, including at the UNSC. In fact, after the Pulwama terror attack of 2019, it was the then Trump administration that played an important role in listing of Pakistani terrorists, and it was the joint statement after the Prime Minister's visit to United States in 2017 that the issue of 26/11 terror attack was not only discussed, but Pakistan was also called out to take strong action against these terrorists who are still in Pakistan and have had a role played in the 26/11 terror attack. So essentially, counterterrorism is something that has been part and parcel of discussion between New Delhi and Washington, whether it is the Trump administration, Biden administration, or again the Trump administration in Washington.
Right, Siddhant, thanks very much for joining us on the show and getting us the latest on this.